SA economy is much bigger than previously estimated, Stats SA find. 11% bigger, in fact, or just 200 billion rand more. This may brighten credit ratings outlook. South African rand extends gains after GDP rebasing, stocks decline. South Africa races to halt third COVID wave as its economic outlook improves. Government looking at mandatory vaccines in SA, says Health Minister. Pandemic pushes South African joblessness to record high. The unemployment rate, which includes people who have stopped looking for work, rose to 44.4%. Embattled restaurant industry blasts government's stop-start lockdown approach. The current rule of only allowing a maximum of 50 patrons in a restaurant has made all medium to large restaurants financially unviable. More than 1,000 restaurants could have closed already due to lockdown regulations. Planned national shutdown falls flat amid increased security personnel. Only better policing can keep SA safe and avoid economic catastrophe. Last month's civil unrest in KZN and Gauteng brought widespread public attention to the fact that the SA Police Service does not have the capacity to protect citizens' lives and property amid our huge burden of violent crime. Police departments are suffering billions in budget cuts this fiscal year and further billions in cuts being planned over the next 3 years. Buying corpses and faking accidents, fraudsters scammed over 500 million rand out of insurers in 2020. The International Monetary Fund sends an additional 65 billion rand to SA, but cynical South Africans fear that this latest cash injection could be chowed by corrupt officials. A new bill proposes to introduce an additional tax on retirement of those who cease their South African tax residency. The exit tax may very well lead to the double taxation of retirement interests. What we have is not enough. Mabuza warns that government unrest support may not cover all losses. 2.3 billion rand in support would go to affected small businesses, but damages were expected to reach as much as 20 billion, well above the originally anticipated 7 billion rand. Reserve Bank to keep rates accommodative for another year or two, says Deputy Governor. Expects inflation to remain at 4.5% over the next couple of years. Proposed land expropriation threatens to hit SA economy hard. There are two potential scenarios. One will see the economy decline by 417 billion rand and the other by 616 billion rand GDP. New space company launches in South Africa. Swedish space company AAC Clyde Space has opened offices in Cape Town. The ability to provide data from space and monitor key issues across the continent will help Africa develop at a far more rapid pace over the next decade. Afghanistan disaster. Twin bomb attacks hit Kabul airport amid evacuation. 12 US soldiers among 60 dead at airport after ISIS attack. Fury after UK admits over 1,000 hostages may be left behind. Biden vows to make ISIS pay. As China-Taiwan tensions rise, Japan begins preparing for possible conflict. Says US Fed could start scaling back stimulus this year and still expects US inflation surge to prove temporary. Markets react to Powell's dovish comments. Stocks surge to record high, yields drop, and the dollar tumble. The US House votes on a $3.5 trillion budget, which raises the prospect of higher taxes on the rich. Investors are terrified of missing out on the market rally. Although profit growth is expected to cool a bit in the second half of the year and in 2022, earnings increases are still likely to be fairly solid for the foreseeable future. Investors also have little choice but to keep buying stocks because other assets simply don't seem attractive. Delta variant likely won't cause repeat of 2020 shutdown. Bitcoin rose back above $50,000 after supportive news from payments giant PayPal and cryptocurrency platform Coinbase. This 12-year-old coder is set to earn over $400,000 after about 2 months selling NFTs. NFTs are unique digital assets, including JPEGs and video clips. They are represented by code recorded on a blockchain, and they can be bought and sold just like physical assets. This young chap, Ahmed, has made over $350,000 to date selling these weird whales JPEGs. The shipping crisis is getting worse. This spells trouble for retailers and consumer goods companies trying to restock inventories heading into the crucial year-end holiday shopping season. Elon Musk claims humanoid Tesla bot set to arrive next year, and it can pick up your groceries as well as do boring, repetitious, and dangerous work. The World Economic Forum tweeted how it thinks our lives could soon look. Facial recognition systems are often stumped by face masks, so instead we could be identified by our heartbeats through laser technology. And a throwback to last week's news, but I had to show you this picture. Scientists have grown mini brains that have something their real counterparts do not, a set of eye-like structures. Working from home and hybrid work is already transforming economies, and I would have to agree. If you made it this far, thank you so much for your time and your well wishes whilst I was on maternity leave. I am back in the office in September, and this was just a little experiment I wanted to try. So, if you like this version more than the text emoji version on WhatsApp, please click on the like button, comment if you wish, and subscribe. We'll chat to you next week, and best wishes. Bye for now.